Oh man, I went live vertical instead of horizontal. I did everything. I did everything wrong. Oh well. As if everybody wanted a close-up. Welcome back to Bobblehead Homestead. I am Jeff. Today is Thursday. It is noon. I messed up the live show. See, I got to do practicing. I had it tilted the right way the whole time. I don't know. Another beautiful morning. Absolutely gorgeous this morning. We had a couple weeks there where it. Can anybody hear me? Is there anybody even in live chat? I can't even tell. Can I live chat? There I am. Hello. All right. It won't let me. What if I did that and then it goes off? I can do it like this. That ain't no good. All right, so yeah, as you can see, I am out here by the chickens. The house is over there. So this is a test to see how far away from my house I can do live shows. And being able to do live shows in front of my chickens, that seems pretty cool to me. So I thought I'd give it a test today. Obviously, I didn't get the vertical and horizontal right. Hey, there we go. Hello, everybody. Kenneth, don't even get me started. Wow, lots of, hello, Gloria. Valley High mail order nursery. Cool. Man, I can, yeah. I need the win. If I won the lottery, I would be going to all kinds of nurseries. I'm just saying. Yeah, noon. I was up at 5 a.m. this morning, which was not early enough because it was a race against, the chickens waking up. But I did get one flock of hens. I got 8 hens. I got 10 hens total moved. And then I tried to do a video about that this morning, and I'm just all scatterbrained because I woke up at 5 a.m. and yeah, now it's noon. Great comment I wanted to talk about. Armida Perez, Heather Hopper, hello. Coming in clear and sound is fine. All right, good deal. I tried out this, I have a microphone. I'm using an iPhone, what is that, 7? Is what I'm using. And the microphone isn't all that great. I was hoping to, I haven't used this other microphone in I don't even know how long. But I was hoping to try to use it so that I could see how far I could walk out there and, flip it around and show you the chickens. They are all taking a midday siesta. These chickens, I tell you. But early this morning, I got 8 hens moved into a new flock. I got 2 other hens moved into an existing flock, and the process has started. So all 3 of the hoop coops out here, all 3 of the flocks out here, 4 if you count the fraternity boys, they're all set. I've got everybody where I need to. There's 1 flock I still need to empty, and then the other area of chickens I need to do. Barbara Hopkins, hello. Hey, I got the box. Jen Wiley brought that over. I should have brought this out here. Let me swing you around. Show you. Oh. Yeah, the house is back there. So when I got new internet, I got the gigabit service, which is 1,000 megabits, whatever. And so that's fast. It's $80 a month. Their cheapest plan is $50 a month, and it's 100 megabits. So 10 times faster, 1 gigabit is only $30 more. So I went that route. But with the faster internet, you need a router that can handle those speeds. And the routers that I had were not fast enough for my new internet, so I got a new router. And I spent a little extra on the router so that it would have a wider range You know, you can get the cheapest router you can get, and you know that'd have been fine. It would have worked right there, probably, you know, just outside the windows and stuff. But I spent a little bit more on a better router, and so I'm streaming out here, no problem. Not only am I streaming, but I've also got this phone so I can read the comments. Hey, there's It's All Grady. Hey, It's All Grady. I got the Greg the Great dropped off your stuff for me. See, I'm so behind. But yeah, everybody go check out It's All Grady. Marcel and Denise. We need to start thinking about our birthday plans, Marcel. Man, that seems like 10 years away. That's my thinking right now. All right, hearing me in Canada. Good deal. Straw Hat, No Shoes, good to see ya. All right, so good signal out here for a live show. Next time I just need to remember to tilt the phone the right way, which I thought I did. I had it tilted the whole time I was setting it up. I don't do lives anymore, and it's been eons since I did it on a phone. So that's my fault. I need to get back into the practice. But this will be cool, especially if I can get that microphone going. This will be cool, being able to do live shows, you know, out here around the chickens. And yeah, beautiful day. It was mid 60s when I woke up this morning. We had like a 2-week stretch where the low would be like 80 degrees overnight. And that's even trying to work in that in the middle of the night, you're sweating. But it hasn't even hit 80 degrees yet. Well, it might be right now. It was still in the 70s at 11:30 when I started setting all this stuff up. So just a beautiful day. But the forecast, we got 100 degree coming on Monday, something like that. So the heat is coming back. All right. Yeah, I'm ready for fall. I am definitely ready for fall. Oh, I can't see that one. Oh, there we go. I can show that. Berry. Yeah, that brings up the topic. They have some French. They're not French. They're just black copper marans. To stop your inbreeding. Oh yeah. See, that's the thing about chicken breeding. Inbreeding is almost required. Every breeder knows that inbreeding is required to have a successful flock. They all use. You have to be selective about the inbreeding, but a line of chickens is a family of chickens, and there's one technique called line breeding, and line breeding is the most used chicken breeding technique, and that's where you breed a father to a daughter, to a granddaughter, great granddaughter, or a mother to a son, to a grandson, and so on. So you find a great chicken, either rooster or hen, you know, find one of those that has all the best qualities, and then you're trying to clone it. So you're breeding back to that rooster or that hen, you know, trying to replicate that activity. And then to maintain your flocks, you're doing, you know, aunts to nephews and cousins, and the only inbreeding that causes problems is brother to sister. That's the one thing. So one thing about inbreeding is doing brother to sister. Their genes are so similar that you get an explosion. And so some people do it on purpose. It's perfectly acceptable practice in the chicken breeding world, but only for people who know what they're doing. And I'm not at that level yet. I'm not even, as far as the Morans go, I'm not even breeding. I have one flock. If you don't have 3 flocks of a breed, you're mostly, and there's nothing wrong with that, but you're just a hobby, you know, chicken person. You're not a true breeder. I'm not a true breeder. I messed around with white and true blues, but the Morans, you know, I've, you know, done a little bit, but I only have one flock, and so it's just a hobby at this point. But now that I'm here, that can hopefully change. So, and then, so that's the thing with inbreeding, is you have to do it. And the line breeding is the most commonly used method for chicken breeding, and that is father to daughter, mother to son, and keeping the line going like that. The inbreeding you want to avoid, unless you know what you're doing, is the brother to sister. And that's why I've got leg bands on all of these, so I avoid brother to sister. That's why I've got multiple roosters, so that I can get, you know, different, you know, cousins and aunts and uncles and stuff like that. But yeah, and then outbreeding. When you, let's say I've got a line of black copper Morans. I've got a line of black copper Morans. That's a family, and it's called outbreeding if you bring in an outside flock into yours, and that is when you do that, you're starting over, because you know they've worked on some aspects of the chicken, you've worked on others, and you combine them, and it's almost like brother to sister. You get an explosion of genetics, and you know, sometimes you got no other choice but to outbreed. But most good breeders, they keep their families intact, and that makes it more predictable what your outcomes are going to be, rather than bringing two families. When I first started getting into this, I thought that's how you have to do breeding, is you have to get a family from here and a family from there, and that's how you do it. But that's not the smartest way to do it. The smartest way to do it is line breeding and inbreeding. Just try to avoid brother or sister. So I tried to make a video saying all that this morning, and it didn't make any sense, and that probably didn't make any sense either. So now I can't see the phone with the sun. All right. And all right, it's working. Do I even have anybody? Is there anybody in here after I just went off for 20 minutes about inbreeding? The Epsom salts, yeah, I've heard that. Electrolytes, apple cider vinegar, sugar water, you know, honey. Honey is better than sugar. But yeah, it gives their immune system a little bit of a boost. Yep. I had, I'm worn out today because I moved those. So I've got 8 olive acres in, that I moved last night into one coop. And I should have left them cooped up, but I didn't. So when I got out this morning, 4 of them were living right next door. So 4 of them tried getting back into their home. And yeah, so it took me a while to chase them off back into the coop, so that they'll get used to their new home. They'll know that's where their nest box is. They'll know that's where they sleep at night, and then hopefully they'll stop trying to get back to where they were at. I cannot see chat. This is probably a bad time of the day to do it, and the vertical versus horizontal probably doesn't help either. And now I can't even see my... Oh yeah, my Alaska. Good to see you, Patty White. Yeah, out and away from the computer. That's exactly right, man. I have been... Don't get me started whining and complaining. Yeah, sitting in front of a computer and on the phone day after day after day after day. But it's all coming to an end soon. Yeah, getting a little noontime live show in. Things I think are going to start happening more around here. And except it's so hot. But fall is in, I can feel it, I can feel it. It's gonna be a while. Nice breeze coming through right now. I'm not sweating. A week ago, I'd have been, you know, this shirt would have already been drenched just sitting here. But today is beautiful. How's the weather going on out there? What are we at? We're at like, yeah, we probably got another month with 90 degrees here and there. Definitely the rest of August, we're gonna have some high 90-degree weather. But yeah, once it cools down. See, in this area, you know, like Alaska, as if you can take months off, but you do less work over winter because everything's 3 feet under snow and 10 below temperatures. But here in the winter, there are a lot of 50-degree sunny days all winter long. And those are great days to be getting stuff done. It's a lot better working outside on, you know, winter days like that than it is when it's, you know, 95 and blazing hot. So yeah, if I did have to work for, you know, a 6-month time period, I'm glad it was over the summer rather than the winter. So yeah, this will be my first winter here. We'll see how it goes. I still can't read the chat because of the sun. Neighbors say anything about the noise from the chickens? Not yet. Right next door, the young couple right next door, they got roosters crowing too. And they got roosters free ranging around. So they don't care. Jen and Wiley don't care. The guy next door over here, hasn't moved in yet. And he's running a generator when he is here, you know, 24/7, which is pretty loud. So even if he did complain about my chickens, I'd say, well, yeah, that's fair game. You got a generator blasting, and I got loud chickens. They're not too bad unless they're right next to the house. Although I'm so immune to the rooster crowing that it doesn't affect me. The hens are louder in the middle of the day when they're laying eggs. That's what's going on back there right now. I got some hens laying some eggs. All right. How did you do during that storm? Yeah, it got pretty windy. I've got all my shed in the boxes are all secured to the ground, and I have remembered to take the tarp off my like shade canopy. So yeah, no damage out here. Yeah, I don't have much to worry about. That was one thing. You can either be safe or you can have shade on your house. I got a lot of people complaining I took out too many trees around the house. But yeah, when you get high winds, and we had some high winds, then I feel I still got some pine trees I'd like to take out that would smack right on top of it if they went right in between my house and the power lines. But they're all healthy and everything right now. But anyway, so I chose safety over shade. So my air conditioners don't keep up, but I don't have to worry about something falling on me. Now, I don't know, I might have had some trees blown over on the back acreage. It's a jungle back there right now. I'll go exploring this winter. All right. Should I go check for eggs? Would you mind if I go check for eggs since they're... See if I can take you with me. So don't forget to turn the fence off. Noon egg check. Oh. See, I got a little system here. This pole, and then I got it wrapped around so I can go. Anyway. Here, I'll just set you there for now. You guys are just squawking up the storm. You're squawking up the storm. I only see one egg, and it's a green one. all that noise and only one egg, and it's a light green one, and it's kind of in a weird shape. Moran's, and this came from one of the two that I put in there last night. So she had one in the works. All right, now I'm going to check number 2's legacy flock. You guys are quiet. And it's either light blue or white. Should I? No, I'm not going to go check the others. Yeah. Wait till I get sat down. I'm wondering if the video went out while I was walking around there. That'd be cool if I could do live egg checks. Oh. Oh. It turned off. Where'd you go? Come back. Where'd the comments go? I lost you. I definitely can't see the comments over there. Give me a second. 12:21. All right. Oh, shoot. Show me the dislike your channel live chat. Yeah. Okay. Video stayed clear while getting eggs. All right. All right. Daily egg count 2 so far. Yep. Well, and that's only 2 flocks. And there was a hen sitting in the nest box in number 2 legacy flock. It's all great. He's still hanging out. Man, I've got a lot of catching up to do on so many people's channels. But it's good to see you in here, Marcel, Denise. Although, yeah, good lunch break. Maybe I should do some lunch streams. I don't know if Jenna Wiley would be up for lunches. And Black Sheep Project, there, boy, she's all kinds of out there. Kids, and he's working abroad, and yeah. Oh yeah, they're using my Starlink, so good to see that being used. That build just came up though. Yeah, I'll come up with a fundraiser for Micah and Liz's Starlink. Oh, how many people are in here? Oh yeah, cool, 128. That's a lot more than I would have guessed at noon. You know, prime time is a better time for live shows. But it seems like all the good times are chosen. Yeah. Yep. All right, there's no way I'm gonna make it an hour. I need a nap. I had an early morning, then I had wrangling chickens. And not only did I move 10 chickens, but 4 of them I put leg bands on. So that's what takes a while. And then I had an early morning meeting. That was like 45 minutes. Then I had some work to do right after that. And yeah, so I'm gonna get a nap in. That'll be good for me. So I'll go to 12:30. I really want to know, because I know Micah and Liz at Black Sheep Project, they've had a problem not getting their phone to go vertical, and they've got an iPhone, I think. So I'll play around with that. Hopefully I'll start doing a lot more pop-up lives and stuff like that. Yeah. A live egg check. What did I do with them? Oh, no. I have a lot of hens are molting right now. I have some roosters that are molting right now. And I'm glad they're doing it now rather than later this fall, because it's hot. Now is the time to do it. So I got feathers everywhere. Some of them are not looking their prettiest, to say the least. So lots of molting going on, especially the Morans. The Morans are, oh yeah, Ron Atwell, he asked me about the inbreeding, how much I do. A lot of line breeding. I just try to avoid brother or sister. And he also asked the selection on my eggs. Yeah, egg production. So I do not hatch small eggs. So I just don't hatch small eggs. I don't want to pass along that genetic trait. You know, hens go through stuff. They'll lay, you know, big, beautiful eggs every single day, and then they'll have a small one. And, you know, not every hen is consistent. But I do not hatch small eggs. And so that has a factor in it. As far as production, the Morans are probably the lowest. Yeah, they don't lay very many eggs. Morans lay fewer eggs than most other breeds. So they're most active in the spring, and then like this time of year, I'm lucky to get 1 or 2 brown eggs here. You know, some days I don't get any brown eggs. So a lot of them are molting right now, and they just take the heat of the summer off. They'll pick back up in the fall. And so Morans just are not a great breed if you're looking for egg production. So I don't select for egg production on the Morans, just the size and the color. On the White and True Blues, I haven't, I used to keep egg charts where, you know, and it wouldn't be individual by the individual hen. That's really hard to do. You can't tell which hen is laying which day. But if I know I've got 9 White and True Blue hens in there, and I'm getting 7 eggs a day, then I know, yeah, I'm breeding some good egg production numbers into that. And with the White and True Blues, same thing. I only hatch the large eggs, and I've tried hatching for the shade of blue. You know, just mess around. I'm not a full-fledged, you know what I'm doing, know-it-all breeder at all. But yeah, White and True Blues, I selected for shade of blue, and it didn't work with the one generation that I raised. I do want, now that I'm here, now that I'm gonna have 20 different flocks running around, I will be doing that. So yeah, my Morans are they're mostly, man, I really want to really start a black copper Morans breeding program. But to get your seed stock, it's gonna be well over $1,000, close to $2,000. You know, the breeders, they'll tell you get 100 baby chicks or hatch 100 eggs. 50 boys, 50 girls. Choose your best male out of 50, and choose your 5 best females out of 50, and that's how you get started. If you, it's really, you know, if you're only getting a dozen and you only have 5 hens and 5 roosters to choose from, that's you're not really doing much. You need the numbers to get started. So I would, yeah, I was hoping to get started on that this year, but I'm gonna have to make the money so I can go out and afford the genetics. I've done some research on where I want to get some the black copper marans. There's a breeder doing some really good things in Hot Springs. There's a few in Oklahoma and a few in Texas they're breeding for both the standards of perfection and the egg color, the darkness of the brown eggs. So, yep. But that's all a dream for now. I gotta get these guys going. My blue black splash copper marans flock came from Deer Run Farm. So they're not slouches, but I haven't really been breeding them. So they're not, and I have mostly big, dark eggs. That's what I bred for. So I haven't really bred for standards of perfection on my Marans flock. So mine are a little bit better than hatchery quality, I would say. Hatcheries they breed for numbers. They don't really care about the quality. And, nothing wrong with that. There are more chickens in the world. I'm happy about there being more chickens in the world. But from a hatchery, you're not going to be able to start much of a breeding program if you start out with hatchery birds. You've got to go to another breeder and then go off of that. And going to another breeder is not cheap. I want to be one of those other breeders someday, but I'm not there yet. White and True Blues maybe, but they're not all that popular. And I'm ignoring comments and just rambling about chickens because that's what I do. Oh, it's 12:30. Did we? Oh no, we got 158 now. Oh, Barry. I did that for 5 years for egg color. Yeah. Now I go for the copper amount around the girl's neck. Yeah. Yeah, you're way ahead of me. You are way ahead of me. So I got a black copper marans flock from someone locally here in Danville. A rooster, his brother, and and the third one was the father, and then anyway. So and I had bad luck with those black copper marans. But it's hard, it's hard. You got to hatch a lot of eggs, and that was one of the flaws of her flock was not enough copper around the neck. I've got a black copper marans hen, the only one left from that family, and she doesn't have any copper around the neck. She lays a nice dark, big dark brown egg, probably 6. She might hit 7 sometimes, but and she's a beautiful hen, but very little copper around the neck. And yeah. And there's, see, I'm a beginner on all this stuff. Some people say you paint the body before you paint the egg, meaning you want to get the right body type and feather coloring and all that stuff before you try to make the eggs darker. But then there's so many others who say you're never going to get those eggs darker. So once you're setting, once all your hens are laying 5 to 5-6 on a Marans color scale, it's hard to get them up to 7, 8, unless you outbreed, and then you're messing up their feather color and so it's it's fun, it's challenging, but that's cool. That's cool. You've got that far. Yeah, I was just, go with my White and True Blues. They're not an official breed. There's no standards I have to worry about. All I'm worried about is the egg size and the shade of the blue. Not much I can do with the shade of the blue now. I'll start doing that yet. But the most popularly sold type of chicken is an Easter egger. So the number one seller, and it's not even a breed, they're mutts. Easter eggers isn't an official breed. They're just mutts that can lay brown or blue or green, but that's the number one seller in the United States of America are Easter eggers. So, that's kind of the niche that I'm in here now. But I would like to go off on some nice black copper marans, and I wouldn't mind getting back into Welsimers, and then a white egg breed. So I had Ancanas before, Leghorns, and Ancanas are similar to Leghorns, but I like the black and white Ancanas. Andalusians, they're another white egg breed. Because if you've got white eggs sitting next to blue egg, it makes your blue eggs look more blue. There are really blue chicken eggs they're harder to find almost than the really dark brown Moran's eggs. And I get lucky with some hens, but I haven't been able to replicate it yet. All right. Oh. Oh man. I lost the chat. All right, 150. We lost 10 people. I keep talking about chickens. So I am gonna get out of here. I hope I didn't miss anything. I can't. Here we go. Justin, Edie, mostly working towards extra large dark green eggs. Yeah. You got a back cross. That's what I'm finding. I'm rocking 0 purebreds anymore, and my egg numbers have increased. Yeah. Hybrid vigor. Hybrid vigor. So that's one thing that happens, but it doesn't continue. It'll only happen that first generation, maybe 2, and then they go back to normal egg production. All right, I'm gonna call it a day because I am starting to sweat now. Sorry for the vertical instead of the horizontal. I thought I did everything right, but I did not. Sorry the chickens weren't. Well, there's a couple of them out here and there. Maybe I should do an early morning live when they are out running around. Oh, there. Thank you. I already put the other phone on. Straw had no shoes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I will put that towards the Starlink fund to help out my neighbors. And yeah, I need to tell Jen and Wiley, they can come down to my place and do live shows if they want to. That's what I'd like to do. Like, they do them Wednesdays and Fridays at 4 o'clock. So I wouldn't mind teaming up with them. If they come do their live show here, I'll throw some in the crock pot for dinner afterwards and have a little party. I like getting together with folks like that. So hopefully we'll be hooking up on some type of live shows coming up on stuff like that. And maybe I'll do some more pop-ups out here. I don't know. So that is all awesome. And I am gonna call it a day. Wait, somehow I put the phone down and everything's popping up. Is that another one? Thank you, thank you. Joseph Compton, thanks so much. I've had lunch with you before. It wasn't during a live show though. Yeah, see, I've got this is my work phone and that's my regular phone. And they are, this is an iPhone 6 and that's an iPhone 7. So they're like 12-year-old technology. And that affects my speed from the router too. The newer phones are a lot faster. They receive a signal better. And yeah, all this technology, it's hard to keep up with it. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here now. Thanks everybody for stopping by, and look for more activity around here coming up soon. How do I stop the live? Are you sure? Yes.